Hey, it's Barbara Santon here, dating and relationship coach. And today I'm talking about when the guy doesn't call you after a coffee date, for example. It's a numbers game, this dating thing. I keep saying it. I have another video, I'll post it somewhere about the numbers game. But here's the deal. If you're going on a date and the guy doesn't call you, what I do with my clients, I get them to the point where it doesn't matter. If you're feeling so let down and so sad that the guy didn't call you, you're in the wrong mindset. And what mindset you're in is the lack mindset, and you're not dating enough people. I'm not saying sleeping with people when I say that it's a numbers game. Don't misinterpret what I'm saying. What I'm talking about is dating a lot of people and meeting a lot of people. And if you're so disappointed after meeting a guy once or twice, the energy is coming from you. You're grasping, you are in a feeling of lack. So you're grasping onto, okay, this has to be the one because there isn't enough out there. There aren't enough single men that would match me out there. So I need him to be the one. And the guy feels that energy. Really, like men really feel our energy way more than we give them credit for. They might not be able to interpret it like we interpret our feelings so much easier, but they feel that energy, and they just say to their buddies, they say things like, you know, I met this girl and she was gorgeous, but like there was just something about her, and that something about her is usually the grasping and needy and attachment energy. So this is where the numbers game comes in. You want to date enough people that you just feel this abundance about how many dates you have this week. And that's not bad, because trust me, the men are doing the same. You're not in a committed relationship and dating other people. That's not what you're doing. You're in the dating scene, and everybody has the right to shop around. So that lack and sad feeling of attachment when the guy doesn't call you is really first of all, you're allowed to have that feeling. I'm not saying you're not allowed to have that feeling, but really, depending how the level of devastation you feel, there's some inner work that needs to be done. So usually the inner work is very simple. You don't have to go into your past. You don't have to, talk about your childhood or your traumas or like revisit any of that. Really, what all you have to do is to learn to have a practice of giving yourself the very thing that you're hoping to get from that guy. So let me reiterate, give yourself the very thing that you're hoping to get from that guy. So what I recommend you do is you go home and you write out, okay, I'm feeling devastated. What was immediately after the date, you don't know that he's not going to call you yet. But after you're realizing he's not going to call you and you're starting to feel that devastated feeling, start writing and saying, okay, what was I hoping to get from this guy? And really parse out what that was going to be. And then go and give it to yourself. And that sounds maybe a little hokey, but try it. Try it and see how it feels. And I guarantee you're going to feel beautiful and amazing and full, because you're giving yourself what really you should be giving yourself in the first place. And if you are starting a practice of giving yourself those things that you've now written out and have honed in on, then the next date you go on, it's kind of a progression, right? You're going to show up fuller, and that's going to attract the guy more so that he will call you. And each time you do this practice, trust me, I've done this work, and I make my clients do this work, invite them to do this work, and everyone is floored as to how it actually works. So the inner work is learning to give yourself the thing that you expect from a guy. And then when you show up on a date, starting to fulfill those those needs that you have for yourself, you're actually showing up more and more whole. And a man, energetically, whether he knows it or not in his conscious mind, is looking for that. Or, in the very least, the kind of guy that you say you're looking for is looking for that. Because we all say we want, evolved men, successful men, good looking men, men that have their stuff together in their life. Well, you need to show up to be able to attract that to yourself. You can't just expect to not have your shit together, to not be evolved, to not come to the relationship whole and not needy, right? And expect the man to be like that. That doesn't work that way. The law of attraction doesn't work that way. The universe doesn't work that way. You attract to yourself what you put out. And so that's not a blaming thing, but this is a really good way when you're out there dating and using the numbers game. It's a really good way each time to reflect, okay, how did I feel? And what is it that I was expecting from him and grasping onto in him that I really now can start practicing giving myself? And it's a kind of actually an exciting experiment. Start giving yourself the very thing that you're expecting from the man. All right, that's my message for today. Bye.